So there's On3 put out a list of which Big 12 defensive transfers will make the biggest splash on their new team. There are 4 of these guys on the list that are from Colorado.
There is 4. Holy shit! I thought there was 3.
I want to ask you.
All D linemen too.
Yeah, I want to ask you, which Colorado defensive transfer will have the biggest impact this season?
Look, I want to say Grains, Hayes, and Wiggins because they're pass rushers, and pass rushers are sexy. But it's Buell. And look, those other 3 are ballers. I ain't taking anything away from them. They're going to have massive fucking effect on the defensive line. They're going to pressure. They're going to get sacks. But Buell's a big defensive tackle, 3 technique, nose tackle, interior bad motherfucker. And I'm not trying to disrespect Cooks or anything, but last year our 3 technique play was fucking atrocious. And we did a lot to improve on that. We Big 97, we brought in him. He's a good-looking player. But I think that Ryan has a real opportunity to step in and dominate the A gaps and B gaps for the Colorado Buffaloes. And I played that position. I played 3 technique at CU. If your defense is going to have any balls, you better have a good 3 technique. And last year we were like a fucking sieve trying to stop the run. We could not hold the A and B gaps to save our lives.
Yeah.
So it's important that they went out and fortified like this. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody yesterday that was hating, saying they're not going to, the same team as last year. They're not going to do this, not going to do that. Bro, those are 4 potential professional defensive linemen right there. Being coached by a first rounder and Coach Lewis, who's gone through the ropes to get to where he's at as the D-line coach, and Warren fucking Sapp.
Yeah.
All right. And the Livingston scheme is conducive to attacking and retracing and like hustle and rotating defensive linemen to play 3 plays as hard as you can, and we'll get the next dude in to play 3 plays as hard as he can. Yep. That's like it was when I played there, and our rotation is Marcus Harris and me and Bannon and Brayton and Abraham Wright, and like everybody there is in the fucking league. So like that's what I'm looking at here. You got 4 guys. Look, the Green and Hayes are going. You put those 2 on the edge. The interior. Look, I played my senior year. We had Abraham Wright and Alex Lagon as our edge rushers, and I was a 3 technique, and we were eating quarterbacks alive. I had 9 sacks my senior year, but Abraham was a monster off the edge. He was unblockable, and he ended up getting drafted next year by the Dolphins. He had like 14 sacks his senior year. He didn't have that many his junior year, but the ability for them to press the corner and allow me to get home at 3 technique by the quarterback stepping up, but you rush the passer as a whole, right? So that's going to allow these guys, if they earn the right to rush the passer, and let me reiterate, as a defensive lineman, not only do you have to be in the 3rd down package, you have to be in the sub package in order to rush the passer, because it's not fucking NCAA 25 where the same guys play. Like I need my NASCAR package on the field, either my best 3 or best 4 pass rushers, period. So if you have to earn the right to be on that team, number 1, but then also you have to earn the right to pass rusher. This is what I mean. You have to stop the fucking run on 1st and 2nd down. Period. You have to put them in passing situations where it's not draw screen path. It's 3rd and 8. And they have to fucking actually be, the sticks distance determines how long you have to get to the quarterback. You'd be lucky if you got fucking 2 seconds these days. Yeah. So again, you have to earn the right to rush the passer. And I think that they brought in guys that will help them do that, bro. I mean, look, they got better at every single position on the defensive line, and they got better at every single position on the offensive line, with the exception of Zelinkas, who should have been playing all year. If they would have known Wells was going to go to Oregon State, you just fucking start Zelinkas the entire year. But Wells was another young guy who just decided to leave and go play for his old coach, Kyle DeVan, at Oregon State. And best of luck to him. Tank did the same thing. Best of luck to both of them. I think they'll have good years. But Zelinkas, what he showed me against CSU last year was fucking awesome. And I think he's going to do a really good job at center for them. So I think they got better across the defensive line big time. Now they can actually rush the passer and get home. And I think they got better on the offensive line big time. Now they can protect the passer with 5, and you can really force one-on-ones in the secondary. Bro, I'm so fucking excited about this shit. I don't know what to do with myself.
I love it. You mentioned that you think Buell will be the biggest defensive, be the defensive transfer that has the biggest impact on Colorado. He's got Coach Sapp coaching him and Coach Lewis. Can you kind of discuss the impact they'll have on Buell and how he'll have an impact on their defense?
Well, when you're coached by a 3 technique, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
When you're coached by a guy who actually did it, it's different.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, right? So look, being able to walk up to Warren Sapp and say, I'm struggling with my key rate, or I'm struggling with the double teams, or I'm struggling with inside moves, help me. And then all of a sudden you're getting tutored by Warren? Fuck. I had put something on Instagram the other day, and me and Mustafa working, and it's the Sapo way, right? And I tagged Warren, and the immediate was like, hey, your footwork's wrong. I love it. That's fucking, hey, my footwork's wrong. Help me. Yeah. Help me, coach. Help me. Tell me what we're doing wrong. That's my point. He's even pointing it out to me. So you don't think he's pointing it out to Green and Hayes and all these other bad motherfuckers? And this is the thing with Green and Hayes. You can move both of them to 3 technique on 3rd down, and then all of a sudden the guard is shitting his motherfucking pantaloons. Because you got to deal with a fucking edge rusher, and then all of a sudden on 3rd down, you can force one-on-ones. You can go even front with double 3s, double 5s, move your big defensive end to 3 technique, move Buell or whoever to the 1 technique of the other 3, and force it so you got 3 one-on-ones and they're double teaming one of the interior 3. You can mug the fucking center with the linebacker and drop him off, forcing one-on-ones. Mm-hmm. So again, you don't want to see these cats one-on-one. And when I hear BJ Green II from Arizona State say that he wants the CU sack record, dog, I want you to get the CU sack record, homie. Please, God. Please, God, go get the CU sack record. That's Alfred Williams holds the CU sack record, homeboy. And if you can go break that, fuck. I'm all about it. So when I hear shit like that, it makes me, it gets me excited, bro. I fucking love ball, and I just can't wait for these guys to go fucking ball.
Man, well, I can't wait to see how this plays out. Colorado is loaded, and people don't want to see the talent they brought in. I mean, I think there's a lot of the guys, those 4 on that list, are definitely going to be making an impact this season. So we can't wait. We're almost there.